State investigation uncovers taxpayers paid hundreds of dollars for Mayor Cantrell's expenses on a trip to Washington, D.C. after her office said the city wouldn't be charged. Chris Joseph explains what costs taxpayers covered.
New records show Mayor LaToya Cantrell's trip to Washington, D.C. in early March came with a price tag for the city, at least $630. $414 in per diems for meals and another $216 for Uber rides. On March 10th, Cantrell's administration released a statement saying the city wasn't going to incur a cost for the mayor's participation and attendance at the Yale Mayor's College Conference. Cantrell's communications director, Terry Davis, expanded on that statement just days after the mayor got back.
Will there be reimbursements from the city for the DC trip?
No, there would not.
No.
There would not be. We have said that, Chris. We said that in a statement that from the mayor there will not be any expense incurred.
The D.C. trip caught the attention of the New Orleans City Council, which had issued a temporary travel ban for city-funded non-essential trips like conferences. A judge has since paused that travel ban, citing council overreach. We showed Dillard University political analyst Dr. Robert Collins the records.
The mayor is at the end of her term. She's a lame duck. She's only got a few more months in office. So I think she's taken the position that basically at this point, she's untouchable. She can do what she wants. She doesn't have to run for re-election.
Cantrell's trip came during a legal battle with the city's public school district over a $90 million funding deal. She backed out of the deal earlier this year, and her administration argued, in part, the city could not afford it, sparking a protest at City Hall and the temporary travel ban.
Hey, LaToya, do what you're told. Pay our schools what they're owed.
Cantrell traveled to D.C. 3 days after the protest.
My first reaction is just outrage, right? It would be so easy for her to sign the CEA and get the students the funding that they need, but instead she's finding time to go on yet another trip.
If the mayor is going to continue to argue that we are broke, we have no money, we can't afford to do things like pay the schools the money they're owed, to pay for security for our children and our teachers, why is she hanging out in luxury hotel accommodations?
Records Fox 8 obtained show the conference had offered to cover a 2-night stay for Cantrell at a hotel called the Yotel. Instead, we found Cantrell stayed at the Hotel Washington, with the conference covering nearly $700 of the cost. But the documents also show the hotel charged Cantrell an additional $1,500 for her stay. We've asked the city who paid the additional cost, but we haven't gotten a response. Cantrell traveled on March 9th and stayed through March 13th, despite the conference only running from March 10th to March 11th. During the trip, the mayor posted photos of the conference and of her meeting with Louisiana congressional leaders.
I think any mayor can construct a legitimate argument as to why they need to go to Washington, D.C. to meet with members of Congress, since cities, not just New Orleans, but every city depends on federal money for infrastructure and for other purposes. That argument can be made. Now, whether or not, that trip needs to be 2 days, 3 days, 5 days, I think that's the issue.
We also found the city paid the mayor a per diem each day, even when the conference was over. Now, we do know the Yale Conference paid for Cantrell's flight to D.C. The mayor's office declined to comment. Lauren?